Welcome back to another Excel tutorial. Today we want to explore how to use the AVERAGEIF function. The AVERAGEIF function in Excel is designed to calculate the average in an arithmetic mean of all numbers in a range of cells that meet a specified criterion. It's a conditional function that combines the functionalities of average and if statements, allowing for more focused and dynamic calculations based on specific conditions. The AVERAGEIF function belongs to the group of statistical functions and will return the average for the cells specified by a given condition or criteria. The syntax are by an AVERAGEIF followed by open parentheses, followed by the range, the criteria, and optional the average range, where range is the range of cells to evaluate with the criteria. Criteria defines which cells to average, and the average range is optional and specifies the cells to average. If omitted, range is used. So I would say we start by an example. As always, we start by an equal sign followed by our function, in this case AVERAGEIF. Then we mark our range that we want to check. So let's say we want to get the sales of just Amazon, but the average sales of Amazon. So we mark our customers, saying if our customer is Amazon, so we mark a range, and the range evaluates with the criteria. So first of all, we check if our customer is Amazon, and if it's Amazon, then we want to have the average of all the sales that belongs to Amazon, right? We close the parentheses again and we hit enter. We get to 400. We can also check it equals this plus this plus this plus this, and as it's 4 values, we can do it into those parentheses and then divide it by 4 to get the average. And as you can see, we also get to 400. So seems to work. What else can we do? We can, for example, check the average quantity of Google. We start again by an equal sign followed by AVERAGEIF, open parentheses, then we say, okay, we want, in this case, Google. And here you have to be really careful to write it correctly, because if it can't find any matches, that you will just get an error message. So you really have to look for no empty spaces or anything. And then we say, in this case, we want to get the average quantity, right? So we mark our quantity, we close the parentheses again, we hit enter, and we'll get to 4. We can check it. So Google right here has a quantity of 1, of 7, and of 4. So this is 8, this is 12. We have 3 entries, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. Seems to be correct as well. And now I want to show you a real cool trick that a lot of people are using when working with the AVERAGEIF function. You can include logical operators such as bigger or less sign or equals or whatever you want, or you can use wildcards where the question mark stands for a single character and the star stands for any sequence of characters before or after the specific string or whatever you're searching for. And I want to show you how to do that. You can, or we start as always by an equal sign followed by average. Okay, now we have counting format. So first of all, let's just change it. So here we have the general format. We can just click on the pencil right here and then drag it down. And as you can see now, the format will change to general. So we start by an AVERAGEIF, and we want to average our order IDs from 2016. And as you can see, our order ID is built up with 2 letters, which stands for the country they're coming from. So this is Canada, and this would be the USA. And then next we have the year, so 2016, 2015, 2014. And then we have just a random bunch of numbers that makes the order ID unique. So we can use this information to get all order IDs from 2016 with a wildcard, and I'll show you which wildcard you use for it. So first of all, we have to mark our range again, which is the order ID in this case. And then the criteria is we want to look for all order IDs that contain 2016. And we do this by getting the quotation mark, then we need this little star thing, and then we write 2016. We need the star thing again, and then quotation marks. So the star saying, yeah, in front of the value I'm searching for, there are any, there's text or values, whatever. Then search for 2016, and after 2016 there will be text or values again, but you can just ignore them. Just search for 2016, and then please give me I don't know, the average sales of 2016. So we mark sales again, we close the parentheses, and we hit enter. As you can see, we'll get to 200. Why is that? We have 2016 in row ID 1, in row ID 2, and in row ID 3. And as you can see right here, 4 and 5 is from 2015, and the rest is from 2014. So the average function uses the average of those 3 sales entries, as the order ID here contains 2016, and the average of 100, 200, and 300, I think you can see it already, is 200. So it works out perfectly fine, and the wildcard matches is really, really helpful if you have like this kind of data where you just need to look up a part of your entry or of your value. And yeah, this is just a really good example of how you can use it. You can also use the question mark, but the question mark will just replace one single character within a string, and for this reason it's not as good as the star sign, but it's a bit more precisely. So if you have values that are really that are almost equal, then it makes more sense to use the question mark sign instead of the star. Alright, I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and see you in the next video.